Hey, hey everybody. Liz Nolly Tillman here, and hey brand builders, how are you? Welcome to Saturday. Yes, somebody out there needs to be reminded that today is Saturday. But welcome to my 15-day gratitude challenge. This is day 4. I'm doing this because gratitude is a fundamental principle of success. It's the foundation through which we manifest the things that we want in our lives, whether that's in our personal lives or professional lives or our lives as entrepreneurs or high achieving professionals or whatever area of our lives. Foundation is the foundation of attracting the things that you want in your life is learning to practice gratitude. And in these challenging times, I thought for the next 15 days in a row, I'd go live every night just for a few minutes and take you inside my own gratitude practice and give you some tips and tricks and give you some strategies that you can put into practice yourself. So yes, there will be homework. So stay with me. If you're wondering, if you want a deeper dive into how gratitude works as part of the uh, manifestation of success techniques, check out my secret sauce video on the topic. I go deep into this in a separate video. It's called "Are You Manifesting Gratitude?" and you can get that on here on my Facebook page, or you can get it on my Instagram at Ian Tillman, or you can get it over on YouTube. So that's not what this is about. This is about practice. This is about putting these things into practice. Like Allen Iverson said, practice, practice, practice. He didn't quite say it in that same context, but you understand what I'm saying. So anyway, so tonight and every night for the next, well, I've got 11 more days to go after today, including today, because today is day 4. I'm going to be focusing on one thing that I am grateful for and talk about it, talk about why and why it's important. And then give you some tips and tricks in terms of how to focus on that same energy in your professional business life, professional life, personal life. Okay. If you can hear music in the background, I promised you a free gift. So here it is. I'm dropping it into the comments. So grab it. I put together what I'm calling my gospel adjacent quarantine playlist. So I just dropped that into the comments. Hopefully you can get that. If not, I'll drop it in at the end. And this isn't necessarily, I'm not a connoisseur of gospel music, but I do know music gives you energy. I covered that in an earlier day of this challenge. Day 1 was on relationships and being grateful for the good ones and the bad ones in our lives. And day 2 focused on all things creative and being grateful for that. Day 3 yesterday focused on being grateful for the gift of time. And I put together this playlist because it gives me energy, and I'm kind of all over the place. I love music. I can't sing, but I just put together a variety of different songs that seemed appropriate thematically while we're on quarantine. So I hope you enjoy that. There's some hip hop, there's some house music for my Jersey folks, my Jersey peeps, my club heads. There's some R&B. There's some classic jazz because you guys, if you know me, you know I love me some Ella Fitzgerald and John Coltrane. So they're on the list. So check it out. That's my free gift to you. Enjoy that. And let's get into tonight's topic. So, like I said, day 1 was about relationships. Day 2 was about creativity. Day 3 was about time. And tonight, I am going to talk just for a couple of minutes about how I am grateful for technology. Yes, technology. And I know there's a lot. Last night, my family and I were watching one of the Terminator movies on TV, and now here I am talking about being thankful for technology. And you know, if you watch Terminator or iRobot or any of these movies or science fiction and stuff, there's this sort of, even my favorite, the Twilight Zone, kind of thematically addresses this kind of push-pull tug of war between the benefits of technology and and the benefits of our technology and holding on to our humanity in the face of an over reliance on technology, right? So I won't get into that here because that's a whole different live series. But all I'm saying is we have this sort of love hate relationship with technology. At least I know I did prior to the quarantine. I couldn't wait to leave my office in New York City and unplug, right? You know, log off my laptop and put my business phone away and just unplug from work, right? Because sometimes I hated the fact that I could literally work 24/7 because of technology. And we talk about unplugging from work and unplugging from our business lives. And you have to do that, right, to maintain your sanity and your healthy and to maintain a balance. However, in this era of social distancing and being on lockdown and quarantine, technology has emerged in new and different ways, or maybe it's emerging as accessible to different people, like people that maybe never used technology before are using it to stay connected. And in the process, technology, right, this in this particular moment in which we're living, is one of these things that's helping us stay connected to our human family. And it's really important for us to do that. We're getting information through technology, live streams and stuff. We're getting uplifted. Club Quarantine. Thank you, D Nice and others. We're and those of us who live by ourselves. I personally am blessed not to, but some people are blessed to live by themselves. And they're feeling all alone. Well, they're using technology to tap into community in this era of isolation and social distancing. So I'm very thankful for technology right now in this particular moment, because I think when it's being used at its best, it's fueling and supporting and providing an infrastructure for connection and helping us to maintain our connection to one another as humans. And that's in our personal lives, in our business lives, it's helping us to conduct business and keep the lights on and in our businesses or in the companies that we work for. And it's emerged as a real blessing. It's showing people that yes, we can continue to conduct business and do what we need to do. It's educating our children. It's keeping college students on track to earn their degrees. So I actually did a live video on some of the tools that you can use free of charge to stay connected and to be ready to stay connected in these challenging times. So you could check that out. I think it's called something like, "Are you ready and able to stay connected?" So check that out. And if you're wondering how to reclaim your sense of community in this era of social distancing, there's tools out there that you can use. So check out that video on my Facebook, my Instagram, and my YouTube. And what I find to be really fascinating is I'm very active. I do a lot of volunteer work through my sorority, and we had our chapter meeting today, and we were connecting via video chat. And we had a couple of our members who have had 50 years of service, 65 years of service, and they were on via conference call. We had at least one that I'm remembering who had 50 plus years of service in our great sisterhood, who was on via video. That's amazing. That's amazing. This technology, didn't exist when I was, like a kid. So it definitely didn't exist when they were kids, because they're, like my mom's age and older. And here they are, engaging, connected, and using technology, in ways that I never would have dreamt, hopping on a video call with my sorority sisters who we call them Goldens and Pearls because of their 50 and 65 plus years of service, through technology. So it's just a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful thing. Yes, some of us need a little bit more help getting started with it than others. You know, I have a 16-year-old. He's on Zoom. He's, you know, Zooms and go-to meetings and webinars and stuff like that, finishing his junior year in high school. My daughter, who's graduating from college, same thing. You know, and some of them had never, their schools hadn't really used this technology before. And here we are, this technology is creating opportunities to connect. Hey, Tony. Yeah, like Tony's on the line. She's connecting with her parents via FaceTime. So thank God for it. This morning, I mean, sadly, one of my dear sorority sisters who I was initiated with, her mom passed away about a week ago. And her services were this morning, and I was able to attend via live stream. What a blessing that is, to try to be there for the people you love and care about in these challenging times when families can't get there physically to say goodbye to their loved ones. The technology is allowing us to connect and be there for one another. So it's it's allowing kids to graduate while their schools are closed. I'm actually helping a different sorority sister of mine is doing a major fundraising gala for another organization she's involved in, and I'm helping her navigate the technology to put that fundraiser on virtually. So it's becoming a blessing. Like, I guess mother necessity is necessity. How's the expression go? Necessity is the mother of invention. And and technology, this quarantine situation that we're living in, is creating and inventing new ways for us to stay connected, because we need that. That's a necessity that we have as humans, to stay connected. So those are just a few of my thoughts on technology. But what I wanted to challenge you with today is, now it's your turn. How can you use technology in your business, in your professional life, in your personal life, to stay connected with the people who are most important to you? And what new technologies are you using? What are you using out there? And how are you using it in ways that maybe pre-quarantine you hadn't used it before? Even if that new way is using it to connect with new people who had never used it before. So how are you doing that? Just think about that. Drop your ideas, thoughts, what have you, in the comments, or come back tomorrow for day 5 and share with me what you're doing then. And when you're looking at technology, if you're evaluating technology, there's a lot of new tools out there. Test drive them. And almost every technology provider out there is offering free, 14-day free trials. A lot of them are doing it without credit cards. Test drive it, try it on, take it for a spin and see if it works for you, if it's something you haven't done before. And just find what works for you. And many providers too are upgrading free services, like post-quarantine. The WebEx free version of WebEx is much better now. They've enhanced it so that it's it's taken a lot of market share away from Zoom, because they've enhanced it. So take advantage of this moment to try out technology in new ways to support and connect with your humanity and our humanity, because we need to stay connected as humans, because we're all in this thing together. All right, so that's it. That's my message for today. And just think on that. I will be back on tomorrow night at 8 o'clock. I'm going to try to keep doing these around 8 o'clock, at least, while the challenge is going. I want to thank you guys for being here. Tony, thank you so much for being here. And for chiming in the comments. Enjoy my gospel adjacent quarantine playlist. I put it on in the background, so if you hear any music, that's what that is. And stay safe, stay healthy, and I will see you tomorrow night. Thanks. Take care.